Oh, what a crazy last couple of weeks. Pretty sure I had COVID and just couldn't seem to get over it. And it was, the coughing stuff, the sore throat, the sinuses, the headaches, body aches, all of it. And then a lot of that went away. And then I was just tired, like extreme fatigue, sleeping 12 to 14 hours a day and still being sleepy, brain fog, couldn't think, couldn't work. It was not fun. I was getting very frustrated at myself. And I reached out to my friends on Facebook for some help. And what I was told by several people is you need to just go ahead and try ivermectin. And so I did. I'm on day number two of, well, today will be day number three of ivermectin. And it seemed like as soon as I started taking it, within hours, the brain fog was gone. So I could actually think and be myself again. That's nice. And yeah, I've been working off of, a few hours of sleep each night. It's not a problem right now. So that is what's taught me that I needed to be on ivermectin whenever I get sick, because it seems to be pretty magical, at least when it comes to having something like COVID. But that's cool because now I can get back to the things that I put off for 2 weeks. There's been some really exciting things going on in my life, and I couldn't participate in them very well. Most of you all know that I do health insurance, which is the most boring subject in the world, so I won't keep you up with that. Just to say, hey, health insurance is important, not because you're unhealthy, but because when something happens, you want to keep your house, your car, your 401k. You don't want to go bankrupt because of stupid crap from a hospital. So just get it taken care of, even if it's not with me. Just get something in there. I prefer if you come to me first because I'll probably save you a lot of money, but that's neither here nor there. The most important thing, the thing that I really wanted to be working on but that I haven't yet, has to do with the mortgage freedom movement. This is something that, how do I explain it? For me, it's not just some product that I talk about. This is something that I feel in my heart. Quick backstory: when we got this house here in Florida, I didn't care what the interest rate was. I didn't care that we were buying at the top of the market. At the time, I was in solar, and so I wasn't worried about how much money it would cost because I'd be able to pay it off in a year or two. No big deal. Except the solar industry was already in the middle of a slow collapse, and I didn't know that. Oopsie. They forgot to tell me. So I held on to that industry for way too long and put myself behind. But now I have this mortgage. And it's, I'll just be straight with you, it's 8.75% interest. It was that high because our credit wasn't great and we were both 1099 employees at the time, which is self-employed, right? And we pay probably $1,000 more per month in interest than we should. 1,000 at least, more than we should, based on what interest rates were at the time, about 3 years ago. So I thought I was just going to have to end up selling this house. But the good news is I don't, because with a product that uses bank products, all right, this is all bank approved, at least with the banks that I work with, I'm going to be able to get back down to less than 2 to 3% interest, effective interest. So the bank will not be giving me 2 to 3% interest. They don't have those anymore. But if you use other bank products to pay off your mortgage faster, then the effective interest rate, which you end up actually paying by the time you're done paying off your house, is an effective 2 to 3% or less. I've seen some people do less than 1%. So the reason I like to talk about this is because I signed a document that put me working for the bank for 15 of the 30 years of my mortgage. I'm giving most of my money to a bank that doesn't care about me or know me, unless I miss a payment, right? Then they know me. Then they call and, right? No, I want to pay this thing off quickly. I want to save about $400,000 in interest, which this will do. And I want to teach other people how this works. The easiest way for me to do that is to have you jump on a quick, 20, 30-minute Zoom call with me, and we talk just like this. You don't have to worry about buying anything. What my job is to check to see if this is going to fit in, to your financial goals. And if it looks like a good fit, if you want to move forward, you can. If you don't, that's okay. At least then you know about how, the information you need to know to take the next steps. I want other people to be able to take advantage of a program that can save you, say, 80, 90% of the interest that you would pay over the course of a mortgage and decades of your life. So let me put this in perspective. I'm on year 27 of a 30-year mortgage. If the bank has its way, I'll just keep paying for 30 years, 27 more years. And the total interest percentage, in other words, the amount of interest I pay compared to the original purchase price of the house, right? I'll pay more in interest than I paid the seller of the house. I'm buying the bank a better house than I'm buying myself if I just pay the mortgage with the terms that I signed. But fortunately, I found this program, and we'll do this instead. We'll get a line of credit, a correctly structured line of credit, and we'll use it with a cash flow strategy that this mortgage freedom movement shows us how to use. And we'll have the house paid off in about 5 years instead of 27. That's saving me 22 years of my life. Okay, that's a good thing, right? It'll save us about $400,000 in interest as well. How could you not love...
Here's what I found.
Stop talking to me, Siri. This watch is so mouthy. How could you not love this? How could you not be passionate about saving other people enough money to buy another house? Money that they would have given to the bank unknowingly, probably, right? And now they can pass that down to their kids or buy a separate house, rent it out to somebody, and have an income stream. That wouldn't suck, right? Extra income. I'm pretty passionate about helping people replace their mortgage with a much more efficient product from a bank that you can use to pay off your house faster, more efficiently, less expensively. And I just want to help people. I just want to help people do that. And in the process, I make a little bit of income. We just need to talk. Grab a Zoom call with me. Just instant message me, send me a text, call me, whatever you got to do. Get a hold of me, and we'll figure out how to make it work. I'll make sure that you're qualified. I'll make sure that on that same call, you'll know how much you'll save in terms of money. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, I'll let you know. And how many years you'll save by not having to pay the bank the full amount of money that they want from you. All of it's completely legal. It's a loophole that the decamillionaire class and above use. They often do not get a mortgage because mortgages are inefficient, take forever to pay off. They give cash to the buyer because they use lines of credit. Lines of credit, even with a higher interest rate, if you use the correct cash flow strategy, you pay less dollars in interest by far than you would with an installment loan like a mortgage. I'll explain it to you more when you jump on a Zoom call with me. I'm just wanting to give you a preview and tell people, hey, I'm back. I'm not so sick anymore. I can actually function at a reasonably high level. And I can't wait to talk to everybody again. It's just been a bummer having to sit here in sunny Florida and barely be able to take advantage of the nice weather, to feel happy again. It's rough. If COVID is doing to you what it did to me, it's not fun. Not fun at all. I'm glad to be through the worst of it. Thank the Lord.